Like, just tell me you don't get no girls. Just tell me, like, your mother didn't love you. Just, like, you might as well just say it. Men are mad at me because I probably get more girls than them, and I'm not even gay. I'm not even gay. I don't even know what I am. Maybe I'm bi, who knows. But in all seriousness, I still got more money than you, and you're still a man. So
she was talking about me, bro. She's talking about me right now. So y'all might have heard, maybe not, Beabadoobee's in a bit of a pickle. Okay, she's in some drama, all right? And this isn't her first time. Will not be her last. She's a big singer. I would consider her like alternative, maybe R&B a little bit at times, but I think mostly alternative kind of pop is what people would probably describe her as. Basically, there has been this meme floating around, okay? Not even super big before she addressed it, but it's basically artists who can't sing versus artists who can. And the artists who can't sing, they'll have Beabadoobee in kind of an ironic format, and then they'll have NBA Youngboy.
Artists who can't sing versus artists who can sing.
Super ironic. It's extremely ironic. Anybody can tell it's ironic. Now, okay, Beabadoobee saw this, okay? Well, allegedly, she didn't see it. Allegedly, her first initial response, she didn't see this meme, okay? And people were commenting that she can't sing in her comments. People were referencing this video, tagging her, and it got to her, bro. It got to her.
I've seen so many comments about this, but I've never seen the actual videos. But the fucking men commenting, artists who can sing vs who can't. Like, just tell me you don't get no girls. Just tell me, like, your mother didn't love you. Just, like, you might as well just say it. Does it hurt me? Not really, if I'm being completely honest. I know men are mad at me because I probably get more girls than them, and I'm not even gay. I'm not even gay. I don't even know what I am. Maybe I'm bi, who knows. But in all seriousness, who gives a fuck? Okay, artists you can sing vs you can't. I still got more money than you, and you're still a man. Also, I just haven't seen any of those videos. Like, I've seen the comments, but I'm just not on that side of TikTok, and I feel like the people who care about my art and listen to my music aren't like weird incel men that like have no friends.
And she posted basically an entire like 2-minute clip, 3-minute clip on her Instagram talking about how she hasn't seen the meme. People have been tagging her, and most of the people are men, and men, like, these men don't get bitches. It kind of goes on a male hate train. Okay, not the first, won't be the last, probably. I got beef with men too. All right, so when I initially saw her response, I'm like, all right, bro, like, she probably gets more money than me. Like, she probably does. Like, probably. Okay, I got a studio. I don't really make that much money. And then talking about she gets more girls, that's true too. Okay, it's Beabadoobee. It's Beabadoobee. She gets more than most people, okay? And so when she initially said this, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. But then the rant just keeps going, and I'm like, oh, she's hot, bro. She's hot. So I went to go look at these memes, realized they were ironic, and by that time that I even looked at these memes, she had another response. And this one was more like chill, but we'll dissect the first response. So initially her saying she hasn't seen the meme. Why are you really commenting on this meme if you haven't seen it? I think that was a little odd to me, okay? Like, you gotta at least see the meme to comment on it. And also, if people are saying you can't sing, you obviously can. Like, you're a world-renowned singer. Like, you are very famous, very rich singer. Obviously, you can sing, but maybe you don't know, and you think people are just kind of hating on you. Which I could see, I could understand that. Like, that would be annoying if, like, people kept calling me something that I wasn't, like Queebleclop or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might get to you, a villager. I don't know. I'm just naming off comments I hear all the time. But they're kind of accurate, so I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad, all right? But then, Beabadoobee she posts a second response. This video response is kind of being like, okay, like, I obviously didn't mean all men, but most people that were commenting were men.
The one thing that is deep is the comments that resurface and the comments that I started getting recently since I've been going more viral on this app from this same incel culture that this meme comes from. And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm grouping like individuals, but yes, it's mostly men. Like, call me sexist, but I don't think a girl would be like, I was wanking off to that Beabadoobee video.
And these men are incels. These men make me uncomfortable. These men are always commenting on me. Okay, and this is a 4-minute rant. This is a 4-minute video, basically of her saying why she was uncomfortable, how it made her feel. And she kind of breaks it down and she posts another screenshot of kind of text where she also goes through this. She also explains that like she's had a lot of men kind of sexualize her, men threaten to like essay her, or her, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta spell these things out, but she's had men do uncomfortable things, as a lot of men do. To women, specifically celebrities, one on the street. We live in a patriarchy, okay? Like, isn't that something that I need to explain for real? It is important to note that, like, these are comments that she gets all the time, and I'm not surprised. This is the world we kind of live in, where, like, men comment on women for no reason at all. Like, and it's uncomfortable. Even when I'm reading it, I'm like, ugh. I'm like, you posting that on your public profile, and is this? Like, it's insane to me, bro. The fact that people even have the audacity, the gall to even say these words, bro. Like, you need to chill out. You need to go back to your house. Don't be on the phone, on the internet, typing about Beabadoobee's body and stuff like that. So I understand. I understand this critique, okay? And we can be unbiased. She called us broke. She said we don't get no girls. She was saying men like it was a slur. Okay. But we have to acknowledge that we do live in a society where she is heavily objectified, bro. Heavily objectified, mostly by men, okay? Especially in the way that she doesn't want to be objectified, which is going to be by men, okay? So, from that perspective, I understand. This happens. This is a real thing. However, this meme wasn't objectifying her at all, okay? This meme didn't have anything to do with her body, her looks, nothing. It was specifically an ironic post that she can't sing an NBA YoungBoy, who obviously cannot sing. So she kind of went 0 to 100, and I think it's because she had these triggers of how men have treated her in the past, and she said she just instantly related those two. But I think the people that were commenting on these like memes of like she can't sing are not the people that are probably objectifying her. Like, these are probably like kids or teens that just think this meme is funny because it's like so overdone, it's so overblown, it's so ironic. Like, I find it like a little ha hee hee funny, but like it's not super duper funny. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's more ironic. It's more like, oh, like NBA YoungBoy can't sing and now he has an opera behind him. Like, it's a wow factor. So I think she really blew it out of proportion. But this meme's been super overdone, and we can see that. So I think for her to kind of like make this connection of like the men that have objectified her and connected to this meme, I think is kind of a reach. It's really strong, but I can understand how we get there. And I think we have to have sympathy and empathy for Beabadoobee, because like this is like, that's a crazy thing to have to live with every single day, especially with how public she is. And I don't want anybody to be like, well, she's famous, she should have expected this. Like, no, we live in a society that like, that shouldn't be okay. Like, men should not be commenting on women like that, regardless of if you knew that was going to happen or not. Like, that shouldn't happen, okay? Like, we know this. I don't need to spell it out. We know, okay? Now, however, her second response video, she also mentions that she saw the memes and commented on them. But then in the first video, she said she hadn't seen the meme.
I've seen so many comments about this, but I've never seen the actual videos. But if you go through this, like, the artist who can't sing, who can sing videos, I have commented on them. And this is the thing, like, I feel like my comments just get hidden, but you can go and check. I have commented being like, this is funny. Like, this is low-key funny to me.
So I'm confused. I feel like she was just going through it that day. Like, I don't think she even knew what she was talking about when she hopped up on there, because what you mean you haven't seen the meme, but then you commented on them and you thought they were funny? You gotta pick a side, gang. You gotta pick a stance and stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be wishy-washy with that. And especially, like, this did have a lot of backlash, and some men did find it, and it kind of brought the attention that she didn't want to her, and I feel bad about that. However, I think her response was super rushed. I think it was like a big stretch, a big reach. So that's kind of that's my critiques on Beabadoobee. Now, some of these men, and I'm not pointing to you, but I'm pointing to the men that I'm talking about, were acting like she said something extremely outrageous.
Artists who can sing versus artists who can't sing.
Like, just tell me you don't get no girls.
Sing versus shitty good for nothing. Artists who can't take a joke for shit and should kill. Can sing and be a young boy.
I saw a TikTok where this dude was like, I can't listen to Beabadoobee no more. Like, okay, gang, we've all heard people generalize men in this way And am I a fan of it? No, I'm a man. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, I like when men are generalized. But to sit here and understand that like she made a statement kind of sounded like she hates all men, when in reality we know that she doesn't. This is a thing that people do where, especially specifically with men, it's commented like, I hate all men. Obviously, you do not. You have a father that you like. You have a boyfriend you like. You have a friend that's a man that you like. We know that's not the case. It's more so there's a patriarchy. You hate the system. You hate how these bad men interact within society. I understand she didn't give it that much nuance in her first take, but we can get there, okay? And especially with the men that she was talking about specifically, if you are one of the men that have objectified her or commented on her body like that, obviously she's not calling you broke. Obviously, she's not saying that she gets more girls than you. So I think a lot of people took this out of like proportion as well on the men's side. I think a lot of y'all were tweaking. See how I say y'all and you know I'm not talking about you because you didn't tweak. You weren't tweaking. But if you did, that's okay. We reel it back in. We reel it back in. Because I understand as a man, I'm like, I don't like being generalized in this group of people. But I understand how we get there because we got to empathize. We got to empathize with Beabadoobee. I think that she said something kind of outrageous. I think she reeled it back in a little bit. But I think she was still off basis. And I feel like that's the same way with a lot of the men that interacted with her post, of her apologies. A lot of men were critiquing her. A lot of men felt attacked. A lot of men felt like she did them super dirty. And to be honest, bro, it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. Okay, I'm a man. Okay, I'm the direct person that she attacked. Do I think she was super serious in her post? No. Do I think she was talking about me, saying that all men are broke and she gets more girls than all these men? No. Was she right? Maybe. Okay, like she makes more money than me for sure. Okay, like I can't. I don't want to admit that, but you know it's true. Like, am I gonna say she's wrong? But either way, I'm a fan of her music. I'm not necessarily like a fan of like her as a person. I don't know her, you know what I'm saying? So I can't be a fan of her. But just from like how she's interacted with other posts, how she's made her online persona, we can probably infer that she doesn't hate all men. Okay, so the men that were on her calling her a bitch and X, Y, and Z, y'all were tweaking. Y'all took this way out of proportion. And you just as bad as her generalizing. Like, you were tweaking, bro. Like, if a woman says that she doesn't like men, keep it pushing, gang. We live in a patriarchy. Like, you already got one up. Take it on the chin and keep moving, bro. Like, and try to dismantle the patriarchy or whatever you're going to do, gang. Like, I don't know. It's never that serious. Like, this is a random person online that you don't know. She says she hates all men. We can at least say we don't like being generalized and keep it there. We can understand why she's saying that. We're not dumb. We know what to do, okay? We know what it is. So I think a lot of people blew this out of proportion on the men's side as well. Y'all were tweaking, okay? But that's pretty much it. That's all I got to talk about for real. Beabadoobee, you do make more money than me, and that, I wish you wouldn't have said it. Kind of hurts, okay? It kind of hurts a little bit. But you know, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep moving past it. But yeah, I just want to make this quick little video. I appreciate all you guys that have made it this far. I love you guys, bro, for real. Y'all are OGs. Y'all are real ones. I appreciate y'all for supporting, bro. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Quick updates regarding the channel. We might have a Patreon dropping. At least if the Patreon doesn't drop and it's not down in the link in the description, I will for sure have a membership video coming up on YouTube. So you can subscribe on YouTube for like a couple dollars. How much you want to pay? I think I had the minimum at like $2.50. So if you want to pay $2.50, cool. You want to pay $5, you want to pay $10, $100, whatever you want. It's up to you. But any content that I kind of like a behind the scenes maybe, or like B-side videos type of thing, I'm pretty much just going to have as a membership tab. That way, if you want extra content, you can view it through the membership thing. Or on the Patreon, if that's up, which is just going to be like $5 a month. It's the best way to support the channel. It gives money directly to me. I have no merch or anything yet. I make sense off these actual videos. So if you support me, that's great. I love you either way, even if you can't give $1, whatever. I mainly do this for the love of the game, okay? Ideally, I'd make money off of this to like do this full time and give you guys infinite content. Like I would be making content constantly. But we live in a capitalist system, okay? I got to make money now, and then we're going to get that later. So I got to ask for donations. So I appreciate you. It's not on some Dr. Umar donations. If you do donate, it goes right back to the content, or it feeds me, okay? So either one keeps the content running. But as always, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my other platforms, my other channels, Patreon in the description, membership link, whatever. I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Peace out. Be smooth.